Welcome to GameBird Classic. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to GameBird Classic. With the PlayStation 5 just weeks away from launch, I wanted to go over my top 5 PlayStation 4 games to celebrate what has become one of my favorite consoles ever. But real quick, before we dive into that list, I just want to take a brief moment to share some of my fondest PlayStation 4 memories. Dig right in. So first up, we have Sony's swan song and my current game of the year, and that is Ghost of Tsushima. This game is breathtaking. This game might not be perfect, the side quests are a bit repetitive, the sneaking mechanics are a bit weak, and the story is average at best. But the strengths far outweigh the weaknesses. The swordplay is absolutely incredible in this game. The environments are breathtaking and stunning. The exploration, one of my favorite things in Ghost of Tsushima, has an organic feel to it, a sense of freedom that I haven't felt exploring a game since Breath of the Wild. This game constantly had me smiling and engaged in the world, and for that reason it makes its way onto the list of best exclusives. It's also one of the first games I ever felt like, hey, I really want to platinum this. Next on the list, we have the game Judgment. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos, a lot of you know I am a huge fan of the Yakuza series, and this game is no exception. Judgment is awesome. Judgment is a more contained and personal story than the Yakuza games. The Yakuza it's a huge series now. I mean, we have the 7th game coming as well as a prequel game, Yakuza 0, that's amazing. But Judgment is a much more contained, personal story. It's a one-off, and I think that's a big strength for this game. The voice acting is amazing, the story is top-notch in this game, and it's a fun brawler. This game feels like Yakuza meets Phoenix Wright with some of the detective solving, and even kind of feels like a Batman game in a sense. And I don't mean like the Arkham series, I mean just like kind of the character in general. You play this ex-lawyer who gets caught up in this murder mystery. You've become a private detective and you're using drones to sneak footage and solve all these cases. It's really awesome. If you've been curious about jumping into the Yakuza series, 0 is a great game to start out with, but I know it's a big series and that could be really daunting for new players. Check out Judgment. It's a one-off, it's fantastic. If you like Judgment, you're gonna love Yakuza. Third up on the list is Persona 5 Royal, easily my favorite JRPG of this generation. The original release was a personal 10 out of 10 for me, but the re-release with Persona 5 Royal Edition made the game even better. Persona 5 Royal Edition came packed with a new character, some new story, new music, and a ton of quality of life changes. If you love JRPGs and you've never played Persona 5 Royal, do it now. And if you love the original release and have been wanting to revisit the game, the Royal Edition is the way to do it. Alright, next up we have Bloodborne. One of my favorite games of all time and another personal 10 out of 10. As a massive Dark Souls fan, it was so exciting to get another game from Miyazaki and From Software in the Dark Souls kind of vein. This game is Dark Souls, but it's also different. Trading in the sword and board and dodge roll for quicker movement and a quick dash, Bloodborne rewarded you for being aggressive and for taking chances. It had this really awesome mechanic that let you reclaim health if you hit an enemy immediately after getting attacked and taking damage. It was a really cool risk reward that just made the flow of combat so much faster, as opposed to Dark Souls where it's kind of you're sword and board, you're blocking, you're waiting for that movement. Bloodborne is the opposite. It's you're in there, you're dodging, you're watching for those patterns, but if you take damage, you're trying to get some hits in to reclaim a bit of that health. Bloodborne also ditches that gothic medieval setting for a more Victorian and Lovecraftian vibe that's really cool, actually. And just like Dark Souls, Bloodborne is packed with brutal, white-knuckled boss fights and a ton of interesting and crazy lore to keep you reading and keep you busy discovering that world. Alright guys, last up on the list, I'm sure this one is a total no-brainer for everyone watching, and that is God of War. Where do I even start with this game? It's beautiful, it's fun, it's challenging, it's probably the best PlayStation 4 exclusive of all time. This game tells a powerful and emotional story with strong themes of a father and son relationship. God of War on the PlayStation 4 also was a big change up for the series, as the game shifted over into Norse mythology and kind of Viking mythos. Something that I was really excited about. I wasn't a big God of War fan in the past. This game I got excited for immediately because I'm a big nerd for Norse mythology. I love that stuff. And this game nailed that. It's fantastic. It's fantastical, it's magical, it's dark, it's grim. It's so good. Also, the cinematic immersion of this game is unmatched, completely unmatched. They use this really cool technique that's never been done before. The camera work of the game, it's all one shot from beginning to end. No cuts, just one shot of the camera following you with really cool pans to change the scenes. It's amazing. It's immersive. I can't believe no one's ever thought of doing this before, and it's really noticeable in the way it pulls you in with its immersion. It's an amazing feature, and I hope to see something like this in other games, as well as the God of War sequel that was recently announced for the PlayStation 5, and a game that I just cannot wait to get my hands on. But what do you guys think? What are your top 5 exclusive PS4 games? Hey, this was my personal list. I know some of you might not like it. I'm sure there's a handful of you who are like, hey, that should have been the top 5 worst PS4 games list. I hear ya. But hey guys, if you enjoy this video, hit that like button. It really helps me out. Smash that subscription button and smash that notification bell so you can see when I upload next. I want to hear your top 5 PlayStation 4 games in the comment section below, and I'll see you all on the next GameBird Classic. Peace. What are you doing? I still have tons more videos that you need to check out right now. You can start with this one or this one. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.